Hello, everybody out there. My name's Maya Jackson, and I am making my It Gets Better video. Um, I've been wanting to make one for quite some time, but I haven't been able to do it because I would rather do it when nobody's here because I don't know how I'm going to act. I don't know if I'm going to get emotional or anything. But I just want to say that it does get better, and it just goes step by step. It doesn't have to be all at once. You don't have to one day be super depressed and alone, and then suddenly you're in this wonderful relationship and you're super happy. To be honest, it's not going to happen that way. It's going to be bit by bit, but slowly things do get better. It may not happen as fast as you want it to, but it will happen. And this, even though I personally am not in a relationship right now, I can tell you that I am much happier now than I was when I was in the closet. When I was in middle school, I was extremely self-conscious and I was afraid that people would find out about um, about me being gay. Not only that, but I was also afraid that they would not want to talk to me anymore because at the middle school that I went to, a lot of people said very homophobic things, and so I thought for sure that if I did come out, then I would be ostracized, which I did not want because I was already ostracized because I was different. I was a tomboy. I played football with all the boys. I didn't giggle and flirt with everybody. And I didn't wear tight clothing. I always wore loose clothing because the way I dress is I always want to be prepared to run. I don't know why. I always have this feeling that something's going to happen and I'm going to need to suddenly run away. And so I always wear loose clothing so that it's easier to run. Anyway, um, I was ostracized because of just not being what people believed a girl was supposed to act like. And then when I went to high school at Francis Parker, woo-hoo, um, I uh, it kind of helped me because before since nobody really talked to me, I was very standoffish and I wasn't very good at socializing with others because nobody ever really wanted to talk to me. But when I went to Parker, people were so much more friendly and they talked to me, and I made real friends that I could actually count on, not just little flaky people that would ditch me when we would make movie plans or for some reason buy tickets for a different movie theater even though we talked about it repeatedly, which happened once or twice. But I made real friends, and so it helped me, and so I felt a lot more comfortable about who I was. Not only that, but I watched The L Word, and it it made me proud to be gay. And at the time, I thought I was bisexual. I didn't realize that I was gay until sophomore year, which was last year. I'm a junior now. I didn't realize I was just straight up gay until then. But freshman year, I was still very closeted because I didn't know how people would receive me because at at Parker nobody really talks about gay issues. Well, at least the people that I hung out with didn't. And so I didn't know what their views were. So I was afraid that I would come out and then suddenly it would be middle school all over again and I'd be ostracized. But I did little by little, and so I made friends with this other openly gay girl at school, and so we were talking on Facebook and everything, and then she made me feel like I had somebody to confide in that could relate to me because all my friends are straight as far as I know. As far as I know, they're all straight, so I didn't think that I could talk to them about these issues I was having. And so having her there, thank you, JoJo, having her there was, um, it helped me a lot. I was happier. It's a much happier person because I was very depressed and I was lonely because I was so upset that everybody else, even the people that were just so mean to other people, could find somebody that liked them, and I couldn't find boy or girl that liked me. I just thought that was pitiful. I mean, of course, I'd rather have a girl like me because I'm gay, but it would be nice to have attention from either gender. And what happens a lot for me is that guys will look at me, but then when they get to know me, then they're kind of like, oh, no, I don't know if I want to talk to Maya. Maya's kind of weird or whatever. And so it doesn't work out that way either. So it's so frustrating. It's like, well, what the hell's wrong with me then? But I realized I don't need to be in a relationship with somebody to be happy. I mean, who doesn't want to have that feeling of having somebody important in their life that makes them happy and they can make happy? Because I do want that. But it's more important that I'm happy with myself before I can make somebody else happy. And so that's what I worked on throughout my sophomore year. And I finally came out. I changed my Facebook thing so that it showed that I was interested in women, which was my first step. And then I came out to this girl on my basketball team, and I guess, I don't know if she told other people, but somehow more people found out. And then I was starting to be more open about who I was attracted to and stuff, instead of just kind of whispering with my friend JoJo about this girl I liked or that girl I liked or whatever. And so more people overheard us talking, which got more people to know, hey, Maya's gay. And now I am completely out. And I am the president of my school's GSA club, and I'm a lot happier now. And if you compare how I feel now to how I felt just 2 years ago, there's a huge difference, because I was so in the closet and just so scared and just uncomfortable. I was just awkward. I'm still awkward, but not to the point where it prevented me from being who I am. And there's a big difference. I'm a lot happier now. I feel like I have more options in life and I can do anything. And so I just want to tell all of you people out there, especially teens, that it does get better. May not get better right away. I mean, well, let's be realist here. It's not going to all get better right away. But little by little, things will get better. First, it happens with just accepting who you are and being proud of who you are. That's the first step. And then after that, it's making ties with people that support you for who you are. And then after that, you can branch out and possibly find somebody that is interested in you and be happy. I mean, I'm perfectly happy and I'm not in a relationship. But I feel a hell of a lot better than I did just 2 years ago. And so I want all of you teens out there that are suicidal or depressed or just feel like you're not, that you don't mean anything or that your life has no purpose, I just want you to know that it does get better. It does get better. No matter what is happening right at that moment, it always gets better. All it takes is some time. Don't get impatient. I mean, you have all the time in the world. All the time in the world for things to get better. And even if it's not on the timeline that you want it to be on, it'll still happen. Because when you grow up and go off to college and you experience life in the world, and you have more control over what you are able to do and the people that you interact with, and you don't have to ask the adults around you for permission to do this or that, you will have a lot more happiness in your life. And it will be so much better. I mean, with my friend JoJo, she was extremely depressed, but she has a girlfriend now. She's so happy. They're in love, and they have, I believe they have matching rings. I'm not quite sure, but JoJo is a freshman in college, and her girlfriend's a junior in high school in some other state. But they make it work, and she's happy. So she went from being just super depressed and feeling horrible about herself to being happy and in a relationship. And so I just want to emphasize, it does get better, okay? All it takes is time.